Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to our industrial zone in Death Row. In the last episode I was trying something here that is building up an oil industry. Problem though is that the electricity production is not working if you really don't have the full engineer workforce, or at least 2/3 of it, and that is something we don't have. I thought I could do it with the bonus that we have, but okay, it's tried and it's over. It did cost me some steel beam, but that's fine. We have around 277 tons more. What I can do instead though is I found actually an item. I found the heavy coal permit. And all ironworks and foundries are boosted by 40%. And yeah, well, instead of the electrical power plant, let's go ahead with the trade union here that is affecting all my furnaces. And in that case here, we can just enable this one now for all of them. That means all of them are now, except for perhaps this one here. Wait a second. I could also do it like pushing it a bit further over here. This should do the trick, right? Yeah, this is now working very good. The reason for that is yeah, we have 40% boost now without having to use electricity or build any more foundries at all. Yeah, let's face it, foundries are expensive and I don't want to spam too many here. However, what I know is we are pretty full with iron and with the coal. We have a consumption of 30 at the moment. What I can see over here is that we're full on that. So I might actually consider building a few more foundries, but for now, let's just keep it like that. Let's build us another warehouse here again. And the power plant I can still have then over there in the future if I need to, right? We can also have another weapon factory down there, but so far so good. And all of them are now boosted, the weapons, the steel beams, and the furnaces, producing me more steel. That leads to a production of 30 steel permitted now, and that's 24 in surplus. Over the steel beams and weapons production, right? And those 23 that we have, they're going over to Scanlan. And here, as you can see, that's just as much as we need, really, for the sewing machines that are still being consumed by quite a bit. Also, of course, a bit of iron ore for my canneries, but they're also working. By the way, here, everything is now boosted with 100%, thanks to the power plant working, though. And this is leading to a really good surplus now of these goods. Alright, so we continue onwards. I was actually in the process of, yeah, we're going to build us a few more houses here. Something like that, really, here, close to that, close to these tracks there. Something like that to really squeeze them all in. And of course, we're building them right away. And the same thing here, we still have a bit of room. Either I go ahead with more houses. We might actually also consider, we have a school here. I've got the artisans. There will be the need for a new theatre soon. That is something I could actually think about, the whole northern district and something along the lines. That should be fine. Also, I would like to make the connection now. There you go, finally, right? It's taking us quite some time here getting this one done. Another bridge going over here in Scanlan, the city of bridges, and then here we can also do another one, right? That goes then all the way to the other side, and with that, slowly connecting this whole area there. There's still this police station. Let's get rid of that and build it somewhere else. I think this would be a good location. Or, yeah, a bit further in the back here, because honestly, I want to squeeze in a few more houses into this whole area. And that is just perfect, because with that, we have a bit of room here for one of my favorite ornaments, basically. Fences. And we can actually use one of the fences that we have here that is coming out of one of the DLC scenarios, right? Even though I don't have the DLCs activated, we still have the rewards from that, of course. And with that, block it off there a bit. Oh, please. It's there. Penny farthings are now running out. We never had them to begin with. Shares bought back, though, 5 happiness, and that's it, right? Well, it could have gone a lot worse. Alright, we continue with a bit more upgrading. There we have workers. We can still upgrade a few more. Of course, I can build the farmers on that side. Yeah, and even after like 20 minutes, we're still capped on iron and coal. So I'm eager to build me a few more furnaces here. We can afford it. Let's just make sure that, yeah, at least this one. I mean, probably 2 would be possible too. And since I can't see myself building that electricity plant anytime soon and furnaces are cheap, we might actually just consider planting them in here. There you go, 2 more squeezed in, and with that we have really maximized that trade union's potential there for now at least. And of course this one didn't have a road then, and it just goes to that warehouse now. as well. But that should be fine now, leading to a 38 production. That is 31 surplus for the steel. And we'll just see then how the iron and the coal works. But I think we will have a slight deficit that we'll need to fix then on top of it. Alright, for a Scanlan, steel is still out, alright. This should really get solved now, this issue. And I would like to work on the next thing. That is still my financial trouble that I have, right? So rum is constantly running out. We are totally capped on the rum. And the other one would be the money-wise. We are always dropping still negative, even with the bank, if I'm running out of rum. Right now we have it in again, very good. But I still need something else to counter that. And I would like to go a bit with the penny farthing. Since we do have a bit of a steel surplus now, I can build at least one factory. It requires electricity. We would have everything except caoutchouc. Now caoutchouc is tricky because I was looking around in the... Oh, I was looking around, lots of ruins there. In the New World where we would have the freaking caoutchouc. Yeah, we don't have it anywhere, right? There is no caoutchouc on the whole of the New World except on this island and on this island. And this island here, as is fitting, is the main island of Alonso. And this last time I checked, we are at war with Alonso. So I don't even need to have a war declaration. Nope, I'm just casually combining all my ships that I have in the region. Risking, of course, for the moment that the pirate might take over. But I don't see any pirate ships, so I think we can risk it. We have the wind on our side. Right, so we will be able to swoop swiftly into the harbor area here and take over La Transfigure. This is my goal right now. Unfortunately, another problem is I have no clippers over there. So I will also simultaneously, while the fleet is gathering, get us one of my mighty clippers. We're going to pump it full with a few building materials. Actually, I don't need planks. We have them. I think we also have plenty of steel beams. Let's just... steel beams. Steel beams we should get. Some weapons here for defensive purposes. The steel beams. And I might actually... No, let's go with that. So I can just quickly build up a settlement and some defenses there. That's it. And let's get this to Piratello.
Ready for a challenge.
Oh, by the way, need another clipper soon. We are only having 2 buffer clippers then. That's not enough. Especially when the caoutchouc starts to roll in.
A new commission.
Electra, you can also go to the New World. I'm definitely going with 2 clippers because we will need to have them on the trade routes then anyway. And that's that. Let's just go with 50 there again. I will need a bit more bricks for the weapons and the steel beams. And let's get this one also to Piratello. Alright, back in the New World. My fleet has gathered. And we can make the swoop. We can go in. As we can see, the wind is on our side. The winds of change are coming into La Transfigure, and it's finally turning to the right color. Oh yeah, flamethrowers, as always, not my favorite. Let's activate the mortar here too. Let's also activate the... Oh, that was quick. It was destroyed in an instant, but we lost the first ship already. Let's use the Molotov cocktail, the Greek fire. Doing a lot of damage on impact. But that is one ship that we lost with the flamethrower. You always lose one, basically. It's just really hard not to lose one. They're doing devastating damage. Right, this one's fleeing right away. You're smart on that. Building down, main building down. Still 2 more harbor cannons here. Or harbor guns. Not even cannons, really. This one. And he should actually give up now. There it is. And we've taken over a new island. It's from Alonso. He's a dying man anyway. Holy cow. That's the loot. Right. Might just have a look what we find. Well, for once, a lot of sewing machines. Thank you very much. A lot of tortillas. Also, the artillery woman for 7,000. Some beef. Alright, I can throw this overboard actually. More beef. And what is over there? More sewing machines. Hooray.
Set sail.
More tortillas. Alright, so basic consumption goods. And in the harbor area itself, dynamic loudspeaker. Affects the defense turrets, boosting their damage, or 55,000 for us and another 50,000 for the flamethrower. However, we could use this on a military ship and do a lot of damage to wooden ships. And since we are primarily working with wooden ships, that's fine. And look at that! Another furnace item for the trade union. We can use this to further increase our furnaces by 50% productivity. I'm in with that. Let's take Lord Algernon here. That's the ship with the mortar. Let's get those items to the old world. Of course, with a bit of protection here. Those 3 will follow Lord Algernon back home again. Let's go to Demon's Pit first. Those 2 here, yeah, well, they will actually also go back to my channels to protect them again. And we got ourselves a whole new island. Just waiting for the clippers now. We have 350 planks waiting too, but the clippers, it's important. We have 26 minutes. It'll be easy to build up the defense until then. And yeah, with that, we have caoutchouc secured for us. That's the most important thing here. A bit of gold as well. And another island with coffee fertility. However, coffee-wise, we could also go NERUBI-wise. Yeah, we'll just see.
A fire broke out.
Alright, of course, Alonso is retaliating quickly. He still has ships. I'm surprised at that.
Ship under attack.
And he will probably be able to take down one of my clippers there.
Ship under attack.
I have my ships close by, but they will not be there on time.
This is
Or the clipper can still save himself. There's another one of us coming in. And there's another one. Wow, that's lots of cotton on board.
Steersman.
And the Admiral is actually helping us there right now, attacking with a gunboat.
The fire left ruins behind.
Right, Alonso, I will have to retaliate this one too. He's got 2 flamethrowers though in his main harbor area. That's devastating. 2 of them. Two. Right, the good thing is that really the Admiral is close by too in this region. Damaging those ships, slowing them down. And I'm having no problems because of that.
Attention for the Admiral.
My clippers can continue their journey. I think that's it, right? No, there's still one.
Stations.
And one ship is down of his already. Thanks, Admiral.
Island is under attack.
Piratello is being attacked, but I think that's just the, just the fishermen on the other side. I don't think that Alonso would have the naval capacities, really.
Your harbor is under attack.
And he had some pigs on board.
People celebrate your leadership.
Alright, so far so good.
A fire broke out.
No clipper lost. Alright, it's payday. Let's also sell these items that we found. So that's the loudspeaker over there, the 55,000. The flamethrower I might actually keep to myself. It's not that important to sell it, right? So 55,000. We will also have one full with sewing machine. Selling 150. That's also just 30,000. I could just take this money to stabilize my sewing machines a bit, even though I think we do have quite a lot of them now. Yeah, it's at 70 tons and tendency going upwards, so that's fine. The furnace, though, I would really like to get over here now to Destro. My furnaces are already waiting for them. Huh, they're waiting for them, yep. Impatiently, they're already setting fire to the facilities.
Your city has grown more.
Right, so while the flames of impatience are going to be doused, let's also have another fire station here, just for the future, really. You never know. I will also now activate my furnace. This is increasing the chance of fires by another 30%, so I will need those fire stations. But another 50% productivity boost is just absolutely fantastic. With that, I could get rid of this one here entirely, right? Since we have a happy population, I might just keep the 52. Or we're just toning it down at least by half of it, 25%. That's still a lot of production increase. Oh, Sean, you still want that much money. And that's fine to me now, right? And with that, we have a positive workforce here also of plus 20 for the workers, if it weren't for the darn fires.
Disobeys a
Because I've got 3 fireworkers actually working here now. And they're still not really able to clean this as quickly as possible. Just also beautify our industry zone there a bit. Paved roads are very important, I think.
has been
Meanwhile, also my 2 clippers arrive just in time for the island to be off
Ready
cooldown.
for a challenge.
I'm going to unload my stuff here and we'll be able to build us quickly. I would say 2 of them. We could also build a flamethrower, to be honest. It's costing me a few weapons more, but I think we should be fine with that. Maintenance is also increased, influence cost is increased, but the damage to wooden ships is really not to be neglected. And let's go ahead and build then one of them. And also, of course, a cannon tower, a normal one. We might actually put this to the front, so this one is getting attacked first, and then the flamethrower second.
Awaiting new horizons.
I think that's it. Oh, there's also an attack here. But that's it already. I think it was just a pirate. And we can finally work something here in Let's Transfigure. Now, we only really need 1 resource for now on this island here. And that would be the caoutchouc. I'm thinking also, when it comes to NERUBI, about the coffee, right? We could get, yeah, most likely, another village up and running. I think it would actually be in Transfigure because we got the plantain here, so bumping it up to obreros will be really easy. However, having 2 types of plantations, there's just so much more space here in NERUBI. Nah, this is going to be my coffee also. I have to do it like that because there's not enough space here for all of it. For big city plus 2 plantation types, that's just not going to work out. And yeah, well, we're just going with the basic here once more. Just building us up some blocks of houses. Yeah, let's actually try to be a bit ornamental here. So that's the end of it. And I think that's all buildings that we're going to need here, right? So really just for the caoutchouc for now. And perhaps...
Just say the word.
Nah, not even a timber production. Let's get the timber from Piratello. That'll be fine as well. Just build the rest with the planks that we have so that first people can move in. Meanwhile, I'm also boosting my fried plantain production a bit, so we will be able to transfer this over to... Oh, wait a second, let's have another warehouse here for the fisheries as well. So I do want to have something else here, and that is a crustacea. You still have resources for... Yep, we might go for a few more bricks and yeah, some steel beams here to NERUBI as well. So NERUBI is going to be my center point for coffee, and it also has oil, right? Lots of it. So that is something I would like to exploit rather quickly. But also now the... Oh,
an attack.
That was the Admiral's Island. And starting my coffee production, which is really easy to be honest. It's just 2 buildings, right? And it does cost me some obreros and some farmers. Now by now we should have quite the demand for coffee in Scanlan. That's 10 on the negative. So we need at least 5 coffee roasters, and look at that. That would be 750 obreros. So 1,000 obreros we need right now, short-term wise, in order to get that coffee demand ready and up running, right? So I do need to expand the city of NERUBI quite a bit just to get the workforce done for it. However, that shouldn't be too difficult. The fried plantain comes over from Piratello. The alpaca we can do ourselves, right? So that is a really easy production, as we know. Over here we do have a bit of space for it, and I just need to get my ponchos done. So that's 3 right now that we have as a demand. It's probably going up to 10, so having 5 of them can't hurt really. And there we have actually 6 of them, also not that difficult to build up. Let's start with the first 5, because we are actually going to need them really soon. Let's also have a fire station just for security reasons close by. I just love every kind of industrial building in this game. Always has a certain charm to it. And that's the ponchos. The fried is coming in as well, so we will soon be able to upgrade those guys here to obreros. Let's also have some more city expansion into this area. And really NERUBI just serves this whole purpose rather well, I should say. It has lots of space. And cotton doesn't need that much space for us. Is that possible? That is possible. Perfect. Just along that river here, that absolutely does not flood during flooding season. And let's also have us another marketplace than here, a smaller one, plus of course also a chapel. And a tiny area here, and then we can just have a few more buildings around it. Just so that we get the workforce ready for the obreros then. And of course, since we're not savages, some plants in between can't hurt either. And yeah, rather stretched city. There's still some room here then for the boxing arena that I would like to definitely have, because those people need something. Of course, it makes sense to have the boxing arena right next to the chapel. You can pray and watch the battle then afterwards. Or watch the battle and then go to pray. To atone for your sins. And all of that.
Still waiting for it to arrive.
Alright, we still will need a trade route. This is tricky. I'm going with another charter route, to be honest. Because it's really just one type of product, and I don't think it's going to be that much for now. Nah, we're going to use a clipper, because it's going to be a lot in the future. Alright, so we're just going to take this one Piratello to NERUBI. And in that case here, let's just go ahead and pick it up. We are capped in Piratello. And let's just get all of this over. And I should have a clipper available. Not Electra, perhaps. Yeah. Rustacia is ready for this. However, we still need to unload. There you go. Off goes the ship. And don't mind the pirate, please. Newspaper! Can't be anything good out of it. Oh, very good. And no consumption increase. Are you real? Choose the island, acquired enemy siege repelled, and bankruptcy. Helveticus is in the red. Alright. For brief time we were red, right? So that's the negative happiness. But no consumption increase. This will help stabilizing our balance quite a bit. Have another bridge over there, and I think we might then just also have some more buildings here, right? So this is going to be one of these other districts that we can have. And yeah. I think I'm going to like NERUBI. It's really going to be similar to Scanlan, a city surrounded by rivers, or divided by rivers. In the middle of it all, it's for the coffee production. So that's it for now, right? A nice, beautiful city that comes out of it. The fry plantain will be coming in. The poncho is in now. And then we can upgrade those guys to obreros. I just want to check also my plank production for the island. Yeah, 3 sawmills are totally fine for all of that. We are at 600 honoreros. It's going up to 1,000 with the fry plantain coming in. So that's already then enough workforce that we need for the coffee then soon as well. Once we upgrade, of course, more obreros will join in here. So far so good. Stay tuned.